Listen. What we need to clarify.
Why is everyone on me?
Mandem, what we need to clarify is what is everyone's expectations, because I feel like people have different levels of expectation either on the manager or on the players. Do you get it? After last season, when we finished 17th, what are we saying as a collective? Where should we be finishing? Because that will tell me a lot on what players should be doing what. Do you get it?
If he doesn't win a trophy, he has to be
top 5 and a trophy in the first season.
Trophy, nothing
this season. This season, yeah, first season,
nothing less.
I don't think he has the pressure of having to win a trophy. I'm going to be honest.
Do you mean?
So what? What we did? So what if he doesn't win a trophy and he
based
comes
off
out
of what he's saying, he is not under pressure. So Jords would be right.
What I'm saying, he is under pressure because let's have it right. This season in the Premier League, a lot of teams have spent money. The big teams have gone heavy, especially the top 5. When we're talking about Man United, a 200 million pound attack, and they're still adding more. We're talking about Arsenal, Chelsea, City, Liverpool, all spending 200 to 300 million plus more, and still in the window for more. So when we're looking at the top 5, to say that he must finish in that top 5 and try to compete for the season,
Arsenal are shit.
We finished 17th. I feel like he should finish in a European place. With that, should be the top 6, especially if he gets Eze, if he gets Savinho, then there is no excuse. But don't we all agree that there has to be the backing in the transfer window before we start setting a high expectation? Like, he must win a trophy. What about if he doesn't get the players that he wanted? Because right now, what we're seeing right now is we're seeing a delay with the Eze deal. Savinho is currently a deal that Man City are pricing us out of, or saying that they're blocking the move with their CEO at the moment. So if we can't get these deals done and we end up with players that aren't of that same quality, how can we now say, yeah, Frank, you have to win a trophy? How can we do that?
Because when Ange was here with players with the same players now, we told him he had to win a trophy. I don't give a fuss if it's his first season or if it's 100th season. We just come off the back of winning our first trophy in 17 years. Yeah. The mentality of winning trophies has to stay at this football club. We can't treat last season as a one-off. We can't treat winning trophies as a one-off, bro. For me, how you build that winning mentality, this is how Klopp did it, it's how Pep done it, it's how all these winning managers do it, is by they go for trophies. Now, cool, you can sit there and say, maybe top 4 and a trophy or top 5 and a trophy is asking too much, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Do you think though? Do you think like when I hear what you're saying, you've got validity to what you're saying. I get what you're saying. After the back of a trophy win, you must now keep that up in it because that's the winning mentality. But because the coach has changed, the manager's changed, and when Ange first came in, there wasn't the expectation that Ange must win a trophy in his first season and finish top 5. Because when Ange came in, it was off the back of us finishing 8th. So Ange never had that.
Season, but I said last season.
No, but that's what I'm saying, because this is Thomas Frank's first season. I'm just trying to keep it,
So I agree with you, Ash. Like, don't judge the beginning of Thomas Frank's era versus the end of Ange's era. Like, I like to look at them in comparison of, okay, the first preseason for Ange, the first few games for Ange, which is why I'm trying to not get too ahead of myself, because we were on top of the moon after 10 and the wheels fell off. And I'm not even saying that we could reach that height or that low with Frank. It still remains to be seen. But I do agree with Jay in the sense that this can't just be, hey guys, we won a trophy, now let's just be relevant without glory.
Right.
I think right. if a team like, I think top 4 may be asking a lot more than this squad is able to do regardless of manager. However, if a squad like Crystal Palace's last year can win a trophy, I mean, why can't we win the easiest one and get a top 8? Top 9.
But the context,
Crystal Palace was a mid-table team.
The context, though, is
we could be a mid-table team and win the Carabao Cup. Why not?
No, because he just said top 5 in a trophy, so we can't.
No. We don't have a squad to compete top 4, barely top, not even top 5.
Because like our squad, our depth isn't good enough to.
Just before I go, because I'm gonna go in it. So and anyone can come onto my show. Pause. Jump on my pause again. Forward onto my show. You get me?
Hey, drop me the link. I don't want to do a show.
You heard Jacob.
Hey, listen, it's crazy right now.
Hey, drop me the link.
Man, never forgive me in it. Listen,
this is not the boardroom. Yeah, we do not.
Shout out to the English fans that are international right now, bro.
Like I said, they try to kick me out the building.
I big up that HDMI, LVC, all that rainbow, all of that. Yeah, big up all of them. But listen,
big them up.
All I'm trying to say is, boom. off the back of what Frank did, he hasn't. Oh, sorry. Oh, Palace did. Palace had not one competition, but they were in Europe. I think this season we're fighting on two fronts, if that makes sense. So I'm looking at the squad, not two fronts, four fronts. Sorry. So I'm looking at this season, and I'm like, is the squad quality, depth enough? So when we look past that 11 that we're building, because we're building a pretty strong first 11 with Eze, Savinho, Kudos, do you know what I'm saying? And if we get all those players in with Palhinha, we're looking like a strong first 11. But if we get any injuries to those players, the players that are coming in, can they keep up to the level of what the fans want in terms of finishing 4th, 5th, and the cup as well? Do you understand? With Palace, they didn't have that expectation. And then also, they weren't in Europe. They just had the league. And so their squad would stay a little bit more fresh and wouldn't have to face as much minutes or contend with injuries, etc. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So that's why I think the context is slightly different, in my opinion, humbly. But man, I hate that it's always on the Tuesday before my show, isn't it?
I wanted to add.
I know.
I hate that it's always. But yeah, like, finish your point, brother, and then I got a cut still.
No, I was saying that's a good point, innit? Obviously, I get that, but it's more of a question to you.
Yeah.
Obviously everyone's complaining about the depth in our squad and it's not good enough. So where exactly is the depth problems? What exact positions are
you say Tell, would say Odobert, you'd say
so it's that left wing, yeah.
So yeah, basically down that left wing and
one position. What's the next position that we
left wing striker, right wing cam, centre back.
Hold on, slow down a sec.
He's overdoing
it. The drop off.
What, to finish top 5 and win a trophy? What are you man smoking,
bro? What are we doing
here?
You're
saying the depth.
I'm not saying that we've got the greatest depth.
Do you know? Wait, let me ask someone who's been sat back for a while. Big up to Ash. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Spurs Kings. Let me just get somebody. Because big up to everyone in the chat. Yeah, it's been a real good show. We've got 191 people in the building. Let's make sure we get to 100 likes. That should be a standard by now. We're having a good show right now. Good Spurs therapy session. And make sure you subscribe to everyone's channels as well. It's in the description. Ash Spurs Kings. We're going to be sending you guys over to Elijah afterwards around 10:30 when he's going to be doing a show with Mike. So make sure you stay right over here because you're going to have plenty of stuff to do. But was Ash back in the building? I don't know if he joined by accident. We'll see. Mr. Box Office, you was sat back in a lot of that conversation when it comes to the expectations. You know, where should we finish? And you haven't really. It sounded like you didn't really have much to say. But earlier you had a lot to say on Thomas Frank and about how people are propping him up. This is other people's managers. Talk to us on what the expectations should be and your thoughts on what has been said so far, because I'm sure you got a lot to say.
For me, it's quite simple. If he's getting Eze and the squad that we got at the moment, I expect to get into that top. Well, he needs to get 8th, at least 7th, maybe even 6th, right? I think that's got to be an expectation. 8th, the minimum for me, right? The trophy debate at the moment for me, I've got no expectations on that at the moment because I think the only thing I would say is that we were 17th last season, and the guy that got us 17th last season and won the Europa League completely forgone the league last season to get that Europa League. So let's put context into this right now. You know what I mean? To save his skin and save his reputation. So, even though he is a hero, I wouldn't call him a legend, that guy, right? The guy that previously was our manager, right? I think he's got a lot of work to do still with that squad that are undergone. That has got a lot, and he doesn't even. We don't even know if he can do 2 games a week, but we've seen it a little bit what he will do. But there's one thing doing it once. It's another thing doing it twice. Consistently once a week. 2 games a week, in European competition, right? And he'll be able to coach that much, even though I've got to be honest with you, and Andrew's no legend as far as I'm concerned in the chat. I'm sorry, not that guy, because this is the reason why Mr. Box Office is so like what he is right now. you know what I mean, bench him most of the time and got so much fed up about our fan base and the way that we were last season. So that's why I've got a full on faith right now.
In 40 years.
But my point is anyway, yeah, right. He's got so much to do, and he won't be able to coach this team while he's got 2 games a week. He won't be able to do that. You know what I mean? So, like, I think for me, minimum has to be 7th, or minimum has to be 8th minimum, especially if he gets Eze, right? Because that is a good team, right? That is a good team, right? With attackers that are good, you know what I mean? With Kulusevski to come back, you know what I mean? So
when Kudu comes back, we got a big people are not. I don't think people are actually realizing the problem we're gonna the selection headaches that we're having and what Frank is gonna have is gonna be real good, and especially if we get that left winger. Because right now, like you said, if he signs these players, the expectation is naturally gonna go up. If he gets Eze and then another top winger like £60 million, and then because apparently we want centre back as well. We saw that there was links to Piero Hincapié, Paulo.
Those weren't real. Those weren't real.
No, apparently
another L.
Apparently they are real. But if not, another centre back. We have been linked to centre backs all summer. Zabani, Nathan Collins. There have been inquiries for quite a few centre backs. So if he gets a left winger, centre back, and a number 10, again, 3 players of quality, then I think it will be right to say, yeah.
And these players know how to attack. So I think for me, yeah, he's doing the benchmark of how to attack and stuff, but he's going to leave these attackers to do the attacking because they know how to attack. You know what I mean? And then obviously when he's got time, he will coach them to try and make them better, to make them better players. Right? But that's going to be later on, maybe in the season when he's not playing 2 games a week. He won't be able to coach these players with 2 games a week. That's why he's getting players that are actually in their prime right now, like Kudos, like Eze, because he ain't got time to coach these players to do the attacking side of things. You know what I mean? He ain't got time. He needs players that can just do it now. You get what I'm saying? So that's why.
So are you saying that Kudus isn't going to get what he wanted, which was to be improved by Thomas?
Well, he ain't going to get it now, isn't he? Because he's like, let's be honest.
I think he is.
He's already looking a lot better. He looks more confident.
Yeah, he's already looking a lot better.
But that's going to elevate.
That's just the start of the season, though, bro. You know what I mean? It's like he's only just started. You know what I mean? So let's be honest here. You can say that it's just a bounce at the moment. You know what I mean? So it's only when you see later on in the season. You know what I mean? That's when you really get the
maintain the consistency. Thanks.
Consistency. You get what I'm saying? So for me at the moment, Kudos is doing what he used to do at West Ham. You know what I mean? He hasn't got any better. He's just doing what he used to do at West Ham. He's allowed to do it now at Tottenham. You know what I mean? To just express himself, do what he's good at. You know what I mean? Doing those little skills and getting past players and doing those little, to get little space and getting the crosses in and getting that partnerships, which is where I'm a little bit more excited, because what I did see when I was at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium was a little bit more variety. You know what I mean? Yeah, when I was seeing long balls, when I was seeing not the same sort of move, but was seen with the last manager. You get what I'm saying?
When has Richarlison got that much service in the first 30 minutes?
That's the point I'm making.
And that's why I think we need a left winger. And getting on